I am a feminist. Whether that's activism or not, that just is what makes sense to me. These are just stories that feel interesting to me as an actor. I just find the characters interesting, the world's interesting, and it's something that I want to explore.
That at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Ever wondered if a single star could pull Disney out of a fairy tale-sized mess? Well, Hollywood's buzzing with the news that Emma Stone's stepping into Snow White's glass slippers for a live-action remake, and it's got everyone asking, can she save this cursed story from another disaster? Disney's betting big on this reboot, and the stakes couldn't be higher after their last attempt crashed and burned. Let's dive into the drama, the rumors, and the wild ride ahead.
Every single white male is a piece of shit, and the woman is the hero, and all authority is bad, and all business is bad, but government is good as social. And most people don't know what they're watching. She, unfortunately, sort of pulled the curtain back and people knew exactly what was going on.
Disney dropped a bombshell recently, unveiling Emma Stone as the new Snow White in a move that's got Tinseltown talking. This isn't just another casting call, it's a full-on reimagining of the 1937 classic, and they're not messing around. Stone's no stranger to the Mouse House. She turned Cruella into a hit that had fans cheering. Now, she's tasked with bringing back the magic of a princess who's been through the ringer lately. Insiders say this is Disney hitting the reset button hard, and the timing couldn't be juicier, but that wasn't the whole story.
Yes, Toolman.
Yeah, I have a clip of it.
Oh, okay, great.
Her being a retard.
Okay.
It's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White.
That laugh.
That is
Not going to be saved by
You
the
wrote
prince.
it?
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Rewind to the Rachel Zegler version of Snow White. It's the flop Disney wants you to forget. That remake tanked so bad it became a cautionary tale. Box office numbers were dismal, social media lit up with hate, and fans slammed it as a woke betrayal of the original. Zegler's take, ditching the prince and making Snow White a girl boss, rubbed purists the wrong way, and the backlash was brutal. Disney never called it a total loss out loud, but behind closed doors, they're still licking their wounds, and what happened next would shock everyone.
It just takes a beloved movie and makes it much more boring and much less realistic. The movie is really, really bad.
So why Emma Stone? She's not just a pretty face, she's got the chops to back it up. Think La La Land's Heartbreak, Cruella's Edge, and a knack for making you laugh and cry in the same breath. Disney's banking on her star power to wipe away the Zegler stain. Some whisper she's a safe pick, a name big enough to dodge the pitchforks this time. Others say it's genius. She's got the range to pull off a Snow White who's both timeless and fresh. Either way, the spotlight's on her now.
Our rights are on the line, folks.
Bitch! The right to buy Cosby sweaters?
Come on.
That's the face
Go
of a
vote blue.
serial killer.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Say it louder so your other eye can hear you.
So we didn't do that this time.
This version's promising something different. Insiders spill that Stone's Snow White keeps the fairy tale charm but flips the script. She's not waiting for a prince. She's dreaming of leading the pack. It's a nod to today's tastes, but fans are already split. Some love the bold twist. Others groan that Disney's meddling with a classic again. The 1937 vibe, whimsy, romance, innocence, is supposedly still there, just polished up for 2025. But there's a catch brewing.
But the primary suffering is being sent in by my company to watch a children's movie as a single man, like 2 p.m. on a Thursday. That was the first part that was a little bit weird, but I was basically the only person in the theater.
The dwarfs are back, and that's a big deal. Last time, Disney botched them, either cutting them out or turning them into something unrecognizable, and fans lost it. Now, sources say they're returning with distinct personalities, maybe even played by some A-list funny folks. Think big-name comedians stealing scenes with Snow White's crew. It's a risky move to win back the diehards, and the rumor mill's churning about who might sign on. Things were about to get even wilder.
You don't particularly see people who, look like me or are me playing roles like that. So it was definitely, when it got announced,
He wasn't a stalker, by the way.
thing that was like trending on Twitter for days because all of the people were angry.
Behind the scenes, Disney's shaking things up. They've swapped out the old team for a new director who's all about heart and humor, and they've even brought in historians to keep the 1937 spirit alive. It's a far cry from the Zegler mess, where the vision felt like a free-for-all. Some call it a genuine fix, others smirk it's just PR to dodge more heat. Whatever it is, Disney's pulling every lever to make this work, and the pressure's on.
And so it was like
Those people.
very much this, yes. It was this
the people that we
awakening
need
of,
to educate, the people that we need to love into awareness.
love them in the right direction.
It's just her going, we need to change. No, you don't. It's not your job. Your job is to entertain. You are paid to entertain. That's what this is. Also, it's very disturbing.
Fans are buzzing and fighting online. Social media is a battlefield. Stone's casting has some screaming, finally, while others yell, enough with the remakes. The Zegler fiasco left scars. People still rant about the dwarfs, the romance, the liberal filter that sucked out the magic. Purists want their Snow White back, but modern viewers crave something new. Disney's walking a tightrope, and the divide's only growing. What came next would tip the scales.
Very few people wanted to see this. Even the little kids who like Disney movies, even they don't seem to be turning up in droves for the movie because the movie is really, really bad. And so I've got some bona fides here on being fair. The movie was absolutely terrible.
The stakes for Disney are sky high. Snow White isn't just any story. It's the 1937 gem that built their empire. Flopping again could dent their live action streak, and rumors swirl that execs are sweating bullets. Stone's their ace in the hole, a chance to blend old school wonder with a Snow White who's got grit. If she nails it, it's a win for the ages. If she doesn't, Disney might be staring down another fairy tale nightmare.
In every way that the movie differed from the beloved 1937 original, it basically, this movie was like you took the original Snow White and just put everything through this filter of liberalism. It wasn't through a filter of Japanese anime, it was through a filter of liberalism.
So what's next for Stone's Snow White? Teasers are coming. Think songs, costumes, maybe a glimpse of her take on that iconic Apple scene. Speculation's flying. Will she belt out "Someday My Prince Will Come" or ditch it for something new? And here's the kicker. Stone's known for blunt interviews. Will she tackle the Zegler controversy head on or play it safe? Fans are dying to know, and Disney's keeping us guessing.
So from the casting to the class politics, the sexual politics, the regime politics, everything about it was liberal. Snow White is generally understood to be a very, very white person. And in this case, they decided, nope, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't think we're allowed to say that, right? But it's no really knock on her. If you did the autobiography of Malcolm X, would you cast Tom Hanks? If you remade Moana, would you cast a little Irish guy? No, you wouldn't. So that was off the top.
Emma Stone's stepping into a role that's as much a rescue mission as it is a reboot. Disney's got a shot to fix a fairy tale they fumbled, but it's no cakewalk. They're juggling nostalgia, fan fury, and a world that's moved way past 1937. Stone's got the talent, the buzz, and the weight of a legacy on her shoulders. Can she pull it off, or will this be another chapter in Disney's Snow White saga that ends in what could have been? One thing's for sure, we're all watching to find out.